side. And it was a split-second decision, and I think, when Allah wants me to survive, He guides you. And I made a decision because I turned around and saw this, things coming towards me. And suddenly I veered left towards, and I saw a store with a front door, and I immediately ran in front of the front door. The door was open, but I did not even feel like going inside. I just wanted to, I did not know what was coming behind me. So I immediately, so I was at the glass door in front of the, or in the front of the door right at the entrance of this particular store. And then the debris came in, and it was completely black. I mean, it came with bigger force, and I was only like maybe from the main church street, I was only maybe 10 feet away. So the big boulders went past me, but the small boulders came and hit me, and I had my back towards the debris that was coming. So my back was, stones and rocks and whatever came down hit my back and my arms. So there was a lot of burn. Medically, it's called burn, but I was hurt from the back. But as I was trying to breathe, I couldn't breathe because of the
smoke and
the smoke. It wasn't the smoke.
Dust.
The dust.
Yeah.
The dust basically came into my mouth, and I was because I had run with the $1,000 worth of stamps and the laptop. I was huffing and puffing, and then suddenly I'm trying to breathe, and this goes into my mouth. My throat is full. My mouth is, and it's like putting sand in your mouth and not being able to breathe. Immediately I knew, and at that time I just closed my eyes and I said, okay, I have a problem. I mean, it's like happening very fast. And at that time I was like, I'm going to die today. This is it. And then suddenly, as a Muslim, you think maybe this is my day, maybe, I don't know. And at that time I felt like if I can touch my family, I'm willing to let go of my life. And I couldn't breathe. My mouth is full, my lungs are full. I mean, everything has gone into my mouth, my nose, everybody. The dust and everything is in my mouth. And then it was just like, let me touch my children and die. And as I was and then a sudden calm came over me. I stopped breathing. It's one, I couldn't breathe, and suddenly I just stopped breathing, and I can start controlling my breath. So I wasn't taking a breath every, like 10 seconds. I was taking one breath very slowly, every 15, 20, 30 seconds. And I don't know how long it was, but it was complete dark. I mean, if you think of a dark night where you cannot see anything, this was darker than that. It was like you could not even, if you put your hand in front of you, you couldn't see it because it was just pitch black. And once things calmed down, I started hearing voices, help me, or other things that people were saying. And at that time, I was like, okay, this was a few minutes later or whatever, I don't know the time frame. But then suddenly I could feel some breeze coming from the East River, from the east side. I mean, from the Hudson River. And I said, okay, this is where I started thinking about it, where the breeze is coming from. So I said, okay, let me get out of this area because I don't know what's going to happen. So I started walking with my back towards the World Trade Center because the debris was still flying around, and it was still very dark. Could barely so. And as I was walking, I saw people on the streets. And because I was just walking, maybe I could only say maybe 3, 4 feet, 5 feet, not very much. So I started walking backwards, like I would see a little bit area and then I would walk back very slowly. And I was concerned that it's kind of sad to say, but if somebody's injured and they grab my leg and ask me for help, what would I do? And it's a very, not as a Muslim, we should be helping others, but at that particular moment, I just didn't want to touch anybody. One, if they are dead, I don't want to touch a dead body. If they're alive, and if they look out for help for me, I cannot help them. I'm barely trying to survive myself. I could hear people saying, help me, other voices, but I just couldn't reach out to them. And it was and then